Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Short Attention Span webinar. This is the final Short Attention Span webinar of 2013. Kelly is on her way to the East Coast with her husband and her 4 kids, so I thought I would give her the day off. Anybody who travels thousands of miles with 2 sets of twins under the age of 4 deserves a day off. So today what I'm going to do, I found a blog that I wrote back in early, January of this year, and it was a review of 2012. And I found this, and I said, you know what? All these questions really apply to 2013 as well. So I'm going to half read and half comment on this. The idea is to look back on the year and ask, how did I do? How did the year go? Am I happy with my performance? Am I happy with my outcome? And I'm asking you about basically 5 questions. So, when you get a quiet moment, and you either get a shot of truth serum or a shot of tequila, same thing, in you, then you should give some serious consideration to these 5 questions. The first one is, did I do my best work? Did I do the best that I could do? Did I try my absolute hardest? And it's number one for a reason in my mind, because first of all, it's one of the 4 agreements. The 4 Agreements book by Don Miguel Ruiz, one of my favorites. I highly recommend it. The other is be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, and never make any assumptions. But if you can honestly say, with an unequivocal answer of yes, 100% yes, I absolutely did my best work, then you can go back to your eggnog, you can put your funny hat on, you can proceed with New Year's Eve partying, which is coming up in a few weeks, but only if you've upheld that agreement. Chances are there's room for improvement in your sales process and in your sales day. But that's number one. Did you do your best work? Number 2, are you happy with the outcome? Now, your answer here is subjective. Because, hey, if you're happy, I'm happy. That's cool. Hugs all around, kumbaya, hold hands. But if you're not happy with the way things turned out, ask yourself what sales activities you're going to need to partake in 2014, so that a year from now, when you ask that question, you will be happy. It's a focus on the outcome that I think I have a problem with in general. Crap. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Short Attention Span webinar. This is the final Short Attention Span webinar for 2013. This is going to be broadcast on December 20th. I called Kelly up and I asked if she had some time to record this, and she is preparing to go cross country on a 14-hour drive from Chicago to the East Coast with 2 sets of twins in the car. And I said, okay, well, you got your hands full, so she gets the day off. There is no Short Attention Span webinar next week on the 27th, and I think they're actually going to skip the 6th as well. So, but this is definitely the last one of 2013. What I've done is I went back and I looked at the year, and I found a blog that I wrote in January of this year, and it was asking you to do a review on your sales 2012. I looked at it and I read it and I said, well, you know what? These are really great questions, and I want to ask them again. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to do a report card on yourself and asking you these 5 questions. First of all, did you do your best work? One of my favorite books is The 4 Agreements. I highly recommend that you read this. It's not a business book. It's more of a self-help book, but it's got a lot of application in the business world. And the author, Don Miguel Ruiz, says there are 4 agreements. Number 1 is be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, make no assumptions. And the 4th is to always do your best. So did you do your best? Did you do your best work? Did you try your hardest? Now, if you can honestly answer this question with an unequivocal and 100% yes, then hey, you know what? Return to your eggnog punch, go buy a funny hat, get ready for New Year's Eve. You're there. Absolutely perfect. Well done, you. But chances are there's room for improvement in your sales process and in your sales day. So the second question then is, am I happy with the outcome? Really simple. Are you pleased with your sales numbers, your new business? Did you achieve your goals? Now, this is a subjective answer. I mean, hey, if you're happy, I'm happy. That's great. Kumbaya. Let's hold hands and hug and circle and sing. But if you're not happy with the way things turned out, then ask yourself, what do I need to do to change? Which sales activities do I need to partake in 2014 so that a year from now I'm not answering the same question with a no? Make a list, check it twice. What new business activities, what existing activities, what skills do you need to improve on? Great time of year to ask these questions. Number 3, did I do my job? Now, this one's kind of tough because before you think about, okay, yes, I did my job because I hit my numbers, this is the one that I don't want you to focus on the outcome. I want you to focus on the results. I'm sorry, on the activities. And it's the activities that are going to lead to the results. You've heard me say that before. So did you participate in the right activities? This question's designed to get you to focus on that, whether or not you did the right action items. For example, if you're just starting out in sales, in any industry, in print, packaging, signage, labels, whatever, your job is to make sales calls. Now, there's no results to that. You might not have any appointments. You might not have any sales. If that's the case, and your boss looks at you and says, well, you didn't sell anything. Oh, okay, well, that doesn't mean you didn't do your job. Your job, again, is to make those calls. Even if it's a frustrating no all day long, your diligence will be your success. Your job is the activities. 4th question. If your sales grew, what was the source? What did you do right this year? So it's important to examine not just what you did wrong, which is the next question, but what did you do right? You're getting a series of appointments. Ask why. You're suddenly getting some orders. Ask why. Did you do an exemplary job of bringing in new business? Great. Why? It's important to understand. Suddenly I'm calling on the right target market. Suddenly I'm saying the right thing, something of value. These are all positive steps. Now, conversely, the next one, if not, why not? If your sales didn't grow, what did you do wrong? Were you not prospecting enough? Now, you might sit and say, well, Bill, my sales didn't go up because I lost a big account. Okay, why did you lose the account? What role could you have played? Skip back a year, and if I had told you a year ago you were going to lose that account, what would you have done to try and save it? And why didn't you do that? Were you bringing the account new ideas? Were you hustling? Were you treating them as if you were going to lose them? Like, are you constantly working to get their business, even if they were existing accounts? So maybe you did nothing wrong, but it might be true that your sales didn't grow because you weren't doing enough of the right thing. So be honest with yourself. Confess to any shortcomings in this department. So there's 5 questions to ask for 2013. Hey, on behalf of Kelly, thank you for the great feedback. Thank you for watching our fun little videos, the sales tips that come out Monday. Thanks for reading the blog. And hey, if you're not reading Kelly Malazzi's blog, you're missing out because she is a terrific writer. piworld.com is where you will find her blog and my blog. She's an awesome writer. Lots of new fun stuff coming in 2014. I'm going to be using my next 2 weeks of relative downtime to prepare some new programs that are going to be rolled out on the NAPL Sales Resource website, which is brand new, and I'll be offering those to you pronto. So thank you very much for your patronage. I hope you got a lot out of these webinars. I appreciate the feedback and the kind words. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you in 2014, everybody.